and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. No, no. Yeah. A little sugar and spice. Yeah. And make everything there feel nice. Yeah. It's shawty bad to the bone.
Welcome to the
Sugar.
and Spice podcast. Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. Hope we all had a great week. We're in the 1st of April week, so that's really nice. I think we'll just start off with a little bit of travel fun,
Travel horror stories.
horror, yeah. I guess if that's your type of fun.
This is inspired by
Like Temptation Island, let's say, like going away, like everybody wants to go away, and it's not always fun, but once you get there, at least it's okay for the most part. Mine was back in like 2013. We went to Vegas as a family trip, and at that time, my mom's knee was really bad. She hadn't had her knee replacement yet, and she had a walker. No, she had her cane. She had a cane. And it was at the Vegas airport, and we were flying WestJet. And they first were like, "Oh, your bag's too heavy." And I'm like, "Why is my bag, like, how is my bag too heavy?" Like, I think it was like 3 pounds over because my brother had only come for 3 days. We stayed like 5.
okay.
So I had his like dress shoes in my bag and stuff like that. And I was like, "Can I just pay the extra baggage fee?" They're like, "No, blah, blah, blah." And I was like,
Really?
it's like, cool. And like, we all know that in like Vegas, it's all red eyes out of Vegas. So we had left the hotel and we're like, "Okay, like, we're just ready to go home." So now we're spending like 5-6 hours in the airport because we just want to go home already. And so it was that. And then they wouldn't like give us assistance with my mom. So then I'm like in the airport. I have her in a wheelchair. She has my carry-on on top of her and her own. She has like it in front of her. I'm pulling one luggage and pushing her, and then my stepdad has the other 2 luggages. And it's just like, you see people going by on the little
Little
yeah,
scooter thing
yeah,
or
and you're
little
like,
cars.
"Oh, okay." And then she because she couldn't they wouldn't let me go with her because she couldn't walk on her own. They wouldn't let me go with her through security. They're like, "No, no, no, you have to go through this one. She can go through the pat down." And I was like,
Really?
she was like, "Don't cause a scene. Don't cause a scene." I'm like, "The scene will be caused." And I was just like, "Fine. Okay." And because like couple of years earlier, she had a radium treatment for her knee as well. So she always has to travel with these documents that say like, "I have radiation,"
Yeah.
so that it doesn't get flagged as something, right? So then that was the other, she told them that. So then she was like, they're like, "Okay, you get to go with the manual pat down." And I was like, "Well, can't I go with her? Like, she can't walk. Like, her knee was a balloon." And they're like, "Nope, you have to go through the regular line." And this line is like 100 people long.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, I don't want to not get on my flight, but okay, thank you so much."
So what happened with your bag?
Oh, we like finally checked them, but like we finally were able to like get to the counter and check them. But then I was like, she just had all
So
the
did you have to pay or?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Well, I ended up just being like, I think I ended up taking like a sweater or like a sweater out or something, or switched my shoes or something. But I was just like, "This is ridiculous."
yeah.
I was like, and she was like the rudest person ever. I'm just like, "Thanks. The WestJet in Canada is much nicer than you." But yeah, like I think I either just paid or I took stuff out of my bag and like put it in my mom's, which is weird because
Yeah.
normally when you fly together, they take the combination of your weight.
Oh, do they?
So Sunwing did that which is another horrible story. But like when I went to Cuba with my roommate in university, I was over, she was under, so they were like, "It's fine because you guys live together." So
Oh.
it count like they just count it together. I was like, "Oh, okay."
I don't know if they do that anymore, but
Probably not. Probably not. I can't see them doing that, but yeah, that's mine. And safe to say, like, I would never fly Sunwing ever again, but it's like the worst. Which is your story about Sunwing?
No.
Air Canada.
Air Canada.
Always.
So it was back, like, I was traveling for work. I was going down to New Orleans.
Oh.
And so I couldn't get a direct flight from Toronto. I had to, so my flight was supposed to be Toronto to Charlotte, Charlotte to New Orleans. So I'm there at the airport, like I was going for a week, so I checked a bag.
Yeah.
This was like obviously like post 9/11 or post whatever, so like all my liquids were packed, like
Yeah.
like all my work,
Everything's in checked.
all my work clothes were packed and checked, and I was like, it was a travel day, so like I was just wearing like a sweatshirt and jeans.
Yeah.
So I'm like, go check the bag, like go through security, everything's fine, go up to the gate, and it's like delayed. So I'm like, okay, story of my life. Like pretty much every flight I get on is delayed. So it's like delayed. Then it was like delayed more. And then they were like, yeah, we've canceled the flight to Charlotte. So I'm like, cool. Like I'm supposed to be getting a connection in Charlotte. So they're like, anyone who's like supposed to be getting a connection, like come up to the counter. So I came up to the counter. They're like, where are you going? I'm like, New Orleans. They pull me up. They're like, okay, like we can put you on a flight to, I think it was Philadelphia. We can put you on a flight to Philadelphia and then from there to New Orleans. I was like, okay,
Just
like
get me there.
yeah. And like bear in mind, like I was at the airport like first thing in the morning. I was supposed to get there like in time, like say for dinner, like to be able to. So I was like, okay, no problem, like whatever. So and they're like, yeah, that flight's gonna be leaving in like an hour or so. Cool. So then like I'm like, okay, like I have checked baggage. They're like, yeah, no problem. Like they print me the bag tag. Fine. So I go over to the next gate. That again, flight delayed, flight
Do
delayed.
they pull your baggage out and then retag it, or
No, like I went through
okay,
I went through this on another flight. I don't know. They have some
system?
intricate system that will get your bag rerouted to the correct place, supposedly. So, that flight got delayed. Finally, we go to get to like board, get on the plane, end up in Philadelphia. It's a quick connection. So I'm running and I'm thinking,
Anyways,
I hope my bag gets here. So then finally finally I end up in New Orleans. By the time I get to land in New Orleans, it's like 10 p.m. Like this has been
now you've had like 15 hours of travel day. Like
it's been an all-day affair. I get to the carousel, I'm watching like all the bags go by, and sure enough, my bag is not there. And like it's 10 p.m., so there's like nobody
there's
really
no staff ever.
Yeah. So I'm like, I go over to the counter and they're like, okay, where's your bag tag? Somewhere along the line of like boarding the plane, doing the connection, and then like ending, I'm like, I pulled out the ticket, which I thought was the bag tag, it wasn't there. So I'm like, I have no bag tag. It's 10 p.m. I'm supposed to be at the office like at 8 in the morning. I have literally nothing. No makeup, no toiletries, no change of clothes, no nothing. So I'm like, wonderful. Like, and I'm like, and it's 10 o'clock. So
and there's nobody there. There's
everything,
yeah.
well, and everything's closed
Like,
by that. Yeah. So I'm like, cool. So I take a taxi to the hotel. We were staying in a super nice hotel. It was a W hotel, like in like the French Quarter. And like, I don't know, I haven't stayed in one recently, but at that time, like they had a full suite of toiletries. So they had like face wash was one of the toiletries. So I was like, okay.
Thank God.
Thank God. So they had all that at the airport because I was like, well, I have nothing. And I was like on the verge of tears because I'm like, it's like 10 o'clock. Like, where am I even going to go to get stuff? And they were like, they handed me this sad little toiletry bag that had
like one-use items.
But it had like a small stick of deodorant and like a small toothpaste. And
like,
so,
thank you.
So between like the sad toiletry bag that they gave me at the airport and then the like nice amenities they had at the hotel, like I was at least able to look
presentable?
Well,
Like,
clean.
were you able to get clothes or no?
Like, so I'm like, this is cool. Like wearing a jeans and
You're
sweatshirt.
like, so sorry.
Yeah. Like, thankfully I was going to like a refinery, so it was they're a little more casual, like in the office. So it was like the jeans wasn't a big deal, but I felt like the biggest dirtbag because I was just like, these are all the clothes I wore yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'm like trying to call Air Canada to be like, hey, like,
where's my luggage?
Right. And they were like, well, where are you staying? So I gave them like the address, or like I told them the hotel. And then, so I worked like the full day, and then I got home and my bag was sitting in my hotel room when I got home.
Good job,
Back.
hotel. Good job, hotel.
Good job, hotel. Pseudo good job, Air Canada. Like, at least you got the bag there. Like, I was
At least they got it, yeah. Because I've heard horror stories where like you never see it.
Well, and I was like fully prepared. Like, I had talked to like my manager. My manager was like, yeah, like use your corporate card to like buy
what you need,
and then we'll figure it out like when you get back.
For sure.
So, but yeah, so I didn't need to do anything, but I was, yes. So
this is what makes me worried for the day I travel with you.
Literally, like, anything goes. Like, I've been, my most recent one, like, I was stuck in the airport for 6 hours. So, and then the time before that, I was stuck in the airport for 5 hours. So,
oh God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All business travel, though. Like,
okay. Yeah, when you go for personal, it's okay.
The personal travel this time was actually, knock on wood, fairly smooth.
Yeah, that was good.
Yes, it's typically my business travel that goes completely sideways.
Yeah, which is like when you need the importance of being on time, and I need to be there at this time.
Or I just want to go home. I've been here for long enough,
and
I just want to leave.
That's the worst, is like when you're done somewhere and you're like, I just want to go home now. Like, I need to be home.
I don't want to be driving on the highway at 2 a.m. on a Thursday.
Right. When I have to be at work at 9.
The next day.
Yeah, exactly. That's the worst. Okay. Alrighty.
With that,
let's fly into
temptation.
Where it gets
messy.
And
as promised, you promised me.
I told you.
I
told you
it
this
is the
messiest thing you'll ever see
of the messy. And yes, I was shocked.
It still shocks me every time that we get such graphic imagery.
Rhythmic wet slapping. I'm like,
just like, why?
I appreciate these descriptions. Like,
I know, like, poor deaf people who are reading this and they're like, what?
Rhythmic wet slapping?
Okay. So do we want to start with like
you take way better. I can talk, but you take way more better organized notes.
So I have it like, yes. This is episode 4.
Okay.
This is everything that happened in episode 4 for each person. So like, do we want to do it chronologically, like before we get all jumbled around, or should we just kind of go through Ashley and Grant first?
Yes, let's do couples, because that's how I have mine mostly organized. So Ashley, let's get the worst of the worst out of the way.
Yeah.
Grant makes me physically ill. Like, he is the most repulsive human being I have ever, not ever. He is one of the most repulsive human beings I've ever encountered.
Yes, he's quite up there with them.
He is total narcissist.
Oh, yes.
Like, has no, absolutely zero accountability. Like,
zero.
Like negative accountability, in fact.
And he's a massive love bomber too.
Oh,
I just don't understand how you can sit there and be like, I'm a good guy and I'm a good father.
Sir, some self-reflection. I'm so curious. Like, I know they're not doing a formal reunion on Netflix. I feel like the Viall Files did a pseudo reunion because Netflix isn't doing one.
They're not?
No.
Okay, because the other channel did one.
Yes. So
they're missing out.
Yes.
They're missing out.
Absolutely they are. So apparently the Viall Files did
the Viall Files is legit. They're decent enough.
So I am quite curious as Grant will watch himself back and be like, yeah, I'm totally justified in all the things that I did.
Okay, so let's talk about the bonfire. Obviously, the second bonfire.
Okay.
That they had. And obviously this is before they have the hut. So now she's seen the sex in the shower.
Oh yes, they started off like not bad. They're like, oh, here's Grant kissing Natalie, and then boom.
And then I was like, and then you see the hand, and I was like, ooh, Titanic moment.
Well, and Natalie's telling him like, why are you even bothering turning off the lights? There's night vision.
She's like fully on board, like fully understands like this is happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I look at it, if I was her, like I understand these girls are going in there with the I'm gonna try to meet somebody. Like, are they I question if they're actually given the whole premise of what's going on before they apply for the show. Because it's like you're going there to be with a man who's cheating on his girlfriend. You don't think he's gonna cheat on you?
Oh, he's absolutely gonna cheat on her. Like he appears to be serial cheater.
Yeah.
So like, because Ashley made a comment about how he treated his beautiful fiance, the mother.
I wrote that. I was like, fiance. I was like, I need a story time because what happened?
The mother of his child. So I'm like, did he cheat on her with the girl that was before Ashley?
Yeah, I don't think it was Ashley.
No, I don't think so either. And then did he cheat on the girl after her with Ashley? Like,
I will say, like, I give so much kudos to Mark for
he's
being
wonderful.
That like protective
dad,
like sound of reason, voice of reason person.
Therapist.
Like, and I love that Ashley came, like she said, she was like, yeah, I don't even believe now when he says he only cheated once because look how easy it was.
Did we not say that last week? Like, I'm like, this is just the first time.
Yeah.
The first time was the only time he got caught, and then he obviously got smarter from there.
Yeah. And like, I'm gonna be honest too. The clips he saw of Ashley were like very minimal.
Oh, well,
like she's talking with Eric and calling him a piece of shit.
Yeah, at the second bonfire.
Yeah, the second bonfire. Yeah, like I'm like, all she did was like speak the truth. Like,
yeah, you are a piece of shit. I hate to break this news to you.
And then he was like,
piece of shit.
He was like, I just need some relief, and I was like, this man does not deserve an ounce of relief ever in his life again. Like, I was just like, you're a horrible person. And like the minute they offered up like the temptation haven, I was like, why are you guys even going in there?
Who cares?
Why are you guys going in there? You've already been.
I know. It's like, you already did this on television, so why even bother?
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't even wait for the...
Yeah, which, like, speaking of that, is I don't even think the girls clocked it, that it went off a second time that night. The first time, which was Kay and Tyler, but then they were all asleep the second time.
Which I'm like, did they have... Like, because it seemed like there was a siren, or maybe the siren was just added after in production.
But I think it was added after in production.
Okay,
because that would have woken me up.
Absolutely, it would have.
Like, fire?
Yes, fire alarm. What's happening?
Where am I going? Where am I going?
I think some of the guys slept through when Ashley and Danny went.
Because I remember Breon and them in the kitchen. He was
awake though, and then someone was like, the light went off, and they were like,
I mean, I think Tyler and Kay were already upstairs, maybe. Which that I don't understand their villa because it looks completely different from the girls. Like, I'm like, how'd you get like an upstairs bedroom?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably like an Airbnb or whatever, maybe. Right? Like, it's probably they just rented two houses.
Yeah, on like opposite ends of the island.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then like, I don't know.
And then, well, okay, are we talking bonfire? Or are we still talking Ashley and Grant?
Ashley and Grant for sure. We can just continue there.
Okay.
Like, she went on like date number 3 with Danny to do the sensual embodiment,
which I was like, good for her. Like, good for her and good for them. Thank you, producers, for sending Ashley on a date that more resembled all the men's dates.
Yes.
Men's dates were like, here, let's put you in a situation which is completely ridiculous.
Yes.
Like partner yoga.
Yes. I am.
And then while the girls are going on whatever those four-wheelers, like
the girls are like dirt. It's almost like they knew. So it's almost like then after they partnered the girls up with who they knew weren't going to do anything, right? Like, because if you notice, like now it's like Shantae and Alexa are together on like double dates and stuff. And then like Taylor and Ashley are together. But like, I will say, like, I think Danny was the right choice for that because I think as much as like Logan's like super cute and adorable, I think he would have like definitely got the wrong impression. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Danny was like, I know he's like, he's not my type, but like, he's kind of cute for her. But he also seems like young.
Yeah, he's not my type either. Like, I would say out of the two of them, like,
He like
for
reminds
me,
me of like Morgan Wallen. Like,
don't get me started on Morgan Wallen. Don't get me started on
I
Morgan Wallen.
know.
No, but like, I think out of the two of them, I feel like Logan's the better looking
Oh,
one.
yes, 100%. Like Logan is much better looking and like he's just like getting like a little jealous sitting there. Like my prediction is like she takes him on that last date, but like
Who? Danny?
Logan.
Logan?
Yeah. But I don't know yet cuz I haven't watched that far. Like
But like, I feel like Danny's kind of like sitting back, like letting whatever, like, I feel like he's
letting
giving
her lead.
Yes. Whereas I think if it was Logan, he would want to, like,
I think he would be more like not
pushy,
pushy,
but
not in a bad way, but just more
leading it,
assertive.
yeah, leading it that way.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like he would be taking the lead,
Yeah.
whereas with Danny, like,
Yeah.
I feel like
And like
he's giving her space
yeah, and in
to
this situation you need to let her like
get
lead.
to whatever
Yeah, exactly.
he
Like
feels
I
comfortable
love
with.
the fact that like I will say this is where the creative editing comes in because I love that they cut it after they kissed in the tent because then I was like, Grant, fuck you.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
and then I'm like, you're sitting there getting all upset when you're walking around this house and you're telling everybody that, oh, I'm gonna send her a video I'm gonna break up with her.
And then he's like, well, he is all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, one minute he's like, I love Ashley, I want to work through this.
I can marry her.
She's someone I could see marrying, blah blah blah. And Mark, God bless him, called him out on that. He's like,
did.
there's a gap between what you're saying and what your actions are.
Absolutely. Like I think it's almost like Mark like wanted to say more, but he was like, I have to be impartial.
Right.
Like I have to
Yes.
try to be impartial here because it's not right.
No.
But and then like the third bonfire between them. So that's when obviously like Grant sees
The
them
tent.
go into the tent, right?
Like, the audacity for him
To be a
even
crybaby. He's just sitting there crying.
Greg, please be so serious right now. Like, we had to watch rhythmic wet slapping in the shower with you,
With
like,
your little white ass.
right. With like, and it wasn't even, well, you know who we'll get to later.
Yeah.
That was at least behind closed doors. We had to see Grant stripped down naked, like, not leaving anything to the
I
imagination.
mean, not the first time either, because he had to do that naked run.
Oh, that was gross. I'm like, of course he's doing a naked run. Like,
I also like I don't like how they're all like a bro club. They're like, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. You deserve better. He's like, I'm not a piece of shit, man.
you are a piece of shit. And you look like you just walked out of like an NSYNC reunion. Like,
yeah, like
he
on
has,
on the B stage.
yes. An NSYNC festival, and he is on the like side stage somewhere. But like, his whole aesthetic, like, I just do not like, I just don't understand why any of the girls on the other side, like, what is drawing, please, like, someone enlighten me.
I
What
know.
is drawing them to Grant? Like, he would be my, out of all of them, probably absolute last choice.
Oh, 100% last choice. Like
Lino would be down there too, but like,
see, like Lino would be number 2. Because I don't think I could deal with Tyler. Because I would be more like Taylor in that situation and be like, you're a bitch man. Which like moving on.
yeah.
Did you see the side eye that Breon gave Grant when he was keeping Natalie and Alex?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I wrote that down. Oh, I wrote that down. He did not like that at all.
No, because I felt like he was gonna keep Alex.
Oh no, I think he wanted them to go home.
Oh, maybe because she's temptation.
No, I think he was doing a fucking Chuck. Like,
oh, facts. You're right. The good old fucking Chuck.
He's like, I'm done with those two broads. They're going to stand in the way of me and Angel and Amaya happening.
Yes.
Where Angel and Amaya were like, absolutely nothing is happening, you joker.
Yes. Okay. So like, we might as well segue into
them.
because first of all, the biggest piglet I've ever met in my life is Brienne. The biggest piglet.
Piglet.
You're piglet.
Expand.
Like, I'm just like, you are such a gross pig where you're like, well, you know what? I'm not going to go into the hut and do it. I'm just going to do it right here. Because, I like to live truthfully. May God smite you down.
Like, I don't know. Did you see, like, when he was, like, standing at the doorway to the bathroom? Like, who are
He
you
was like contemplating. He was like,
who are you looking out for, sir?
But then I'm like, they open the door after and she's standing there butt ass naked.
Oh, totally
I was
naked.
like,
and he's in a towel. So, like, and that was the rhythmic wet slapping.
and I heard moaning.
Oh, absolutely. You heard a lot of things. But I'm like, I don't think anything about that interaction left anything to the imagination. Like,
yeah. Yeah. And then I knew as soon as like Angel came into the house, I was like, that's gonna be his type. Like he's gonna gravitate to her, right? Which that whole like, oh, we're gonna serve them at this restaurant, that's weird to me too. This is how you introduce the two new roommates.
yes.
Like, that was just weird. And like, I don't know. And then they're all like talking in his room or something before, and I'm just like, this is gonna go so bad. Like before they had the shower set.
Yes, yes.
But I'm just like, now, like, I was like, these girls just have zero respect.
Well,
And he's like, he's sitting there all smug and being like, well, I'm just being respectful. Respectful of what?
what?
What of
Where's is the
had
respect in the
to,
room with us right now?
like-
Because it sure ain't.
like
Like,
you had to show us instead of just going into the hut? Like we would have rather not seen or heard anything.
well, and it's like for him and Grant, like so disrespectful because you're going to the bonfires too, right? Like you
Right?
know they're picking the worst of the worst to
But
show you.
what's even worse is like he knew that she was gonna see that.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what I loved about the first bonfire is I was it the first bonfire where she was crying? Yes, he saw her crying.
I think there was a second. I have them written down.
Or like the second bonfire, yeah. Right? Like she was crying. Or whatever one, whenever she was crying.
I think
Was that after his, like, because obviously the guy saw it first.
no. So it was the third bonfire where he
sees her crying, right?
he sees her
and
crying.
she sees him doing that.
Yes,
Which,
yes.
okay, so
Because
we
then
all know the guy saw it first. So I think when he saw the clip of her crying, I think that's when he started to be like, oh, he was like, I fucked up. But then to still sit there in his like confessional and be like, well, like I still don't think I did anything wrong. Like I tested the waters and then I realized that's not what I wanted.
But then, like, God bless again, Mark. He's such a good host.
He really is.
He's like, you come to a point in a relationship where you don't need to do something like that because you just, like, you don't have the desire to do that because you're happy and in love with your partner.
Absolutely.
That you lose the desire to do those things outside of your partnership.
Yeah.
And it's like, yes, Brian, like, he's like, I had to touch the fire or whatever. And it's like, no, you didn't.
You really didn't.
No.
You really didn't. And I feel like this is just very much I feel like this is just like a replay of when they first got together and he went to that other woman.
Oh, absolutely.
And then he realized, oh, you know what? I'm actually throwing away a good woman.
Right.
Like, whatever. But then you were right when you were like, her whole demeanor of that bonfire and like the aftermath of it. And I was just like,
I think she was in shock.
I think she was in shock. And I was starting like, I'll say I thought she was maybe like very emotionally mature and could understand. I take that back because I think she doesn't know how to handle emotion.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I wrote down, I was like, some emotions don't need to be processed, they need to be felt.
Yeah,
and she's just like, and she's sitting there.
She's shoving this down, way
like,
down
Mark's
in the deep
like trying to like
Oh yeah, he's
pry it out of her.
Yes, he's trying to get something out of her, but she's like, shove it down.
Right?
Into
And she's like, I gotta go. I gotta process this. And I'm like, no, like, honey, you need to feel.
You need to like it's okay to cry in this instance. It's absolutely okay
and that's
to cry.
what I loved about her conversation. Was it Taylor in the back with her or Alexa?
Alexa.
And she was like, it's okay to feel stupid.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't do anything wrong, and it's okay. It's valid. Like, I'm like, thank you. Like, thank you for telling her it's okay to cry.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like sometimes, like, in her confessionals, like, she just looks like she has dead eyes. Like, I'm like, ma'am, are you okay? Blink twice if you need help.
But did you say it was like, get out? You're like, do you need help?
Yes,
okay?
it's like, get out.
Or is this one of those situations where, like, he has her so brainwashed and like entranced that like, are we in a domestic situation? Are you okay?
That's
do
what
you
I'm
need
like,
help?
Twice.
Yeah, like, do you need help?
Honestly, like, it's like I'm like, I just want to shake her. I'm like, are you like, is everything okay?
Because I was like, you were more upset about the fact that the light went off than actually seeing him do it.
Yes. And she's like, well, they don't deserve. She's like, well, they don't deserve my tears. I'm like, you don't have to cry for them.
Cry for yourself.
Cry for yourself.
Like, this is a tragedy. Like, you, and I hope she realizes that, like, he's going to try to spin this. Like,
oh, absolutely. He's already spinning it when you're watching the things.
I know.
He's like,
I kind of hope that, like, her, like, the video, even the way she reacted to his video was weird. I was like, why are you a robot? Can you please, like, show some emotions? I was just like, she's like, I feel like she's gonna fall for his lies and his just like, I didn't actually need it. Like, what I need in my life is you. And blah blah blah. Like, I never need it. But like, that's great. Like, you found that out, but like, you just ruined our entire relationship. Like, when she's saying, like, how am I supposed to show our kids this? Why are you even still thinking about that? Like, that would be the last thing on my mind, to be like, I'm gonna still marry this guy.
she's like, I don't want to write my journal because all I was writing was to him. I'm like,
but then she was like, oh, well, it's nice to see that he's remorseful. And I'm like, oh, you should see the other confessionals, honey, because he is not remorseful at all.
He was, but he wasn't even remorseful in the video that they were watching.
No. Which then leads me, like, I'm anticipating, like, stuff happening again. I thought it was weird that he kept Angel, because I thought he felt really uncomfortable at that couple's massage. Because she was, like, hard hitting, questioning him.
Oh, and like afterwards, she was like, "Are you dumb, buddy? Like, you think you're a Christian man and you're talking about having threesomes?"
Yeah.
Like, I was like,
good for you, girl. Call him out.
Angel and Amaya.
Which is funny that he kept both of them, but I think it's so that he doesn't have the distraction, which then actually makes sense as to why he wanted to get rid of Alex.
Yes.
You are correct. Yes, 100% correct. Because, like, even just like the conversation with Amaya in the room, and I'm like, do you not see what type of man that is? Like, he's sitting there and just like wants to dump on you and use you. And she was like, this is above my pay grade. I'm like, you're damn right, girl.
Yep.
100% is, because
because he was looking to
that's what you guys are here for. No, like, that's not what we're here for. Like, I'm here to be a friend if you want to create a friendship, but I don't think you know how to make friends, Mr. Goes Through Friends groups.
Well, and she was like, she was trying to say that, like, she was trying to set her boundary, right? Like, this space is making me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to have this discussion, we can have this discussion, but I don't want to have it here.
Yeah, because it's going to look wrong. And he was just like, well, what does it matter that we're in here? Because she's like, it's going to look wrong that we're having this conversation in your fucking bedroom.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I think, like, both her and Angel see what kind of guy he is.
Absolutely.
Right? So I'm interested to see, like, okay, are they going to call him out more? Like, what's going to happen?
They did. And I'm pretty sure it was Yemen,
Mr. Ye.
Mr. Ye and Hashim.
Yes.
They clocked Brian too. They made a comment too. They're like, this is not the first time. This is not the first time.
100%. Like, and then
I like other girls in the men's villa made similar comments too. They're like, oh, absolutely, this isn't the first time he cheated on her. I'm like, how does that? I'm like, her watching this back eventually.
I hope they're not together, but something tells me they probably will be.
But her watching this back, how does it feel to have everyone?
No, but you.
Right. That would be so embarrassing.
And that's what I agree she's feeling. And I wonder if she's being like she's embarrassed. Right? Like I wonder if she's like mortified and embarrassed because
she should be though.
Because she got dragged there, right? She didn't want to be there. He wanted to go on the show. Right?
To prove that he could just be friends with females. And
yeah,
that worked out. That worked out
great.
Really well.
Really great.
Mission accomplished.
I loved her video to him. I was like, thank you for crying.
At least.
Thank you for showing some emotion. And I think at that point too, like when he went back after and he was like, this is the first time I've cried, because I think he realized that like, you're gonna lose her, buddy. Like,
and you've broken her.
Because I think he also saw, or I guess she said it too, like, I've done nothing but speak praises. And then I don't know if he saw the clip of one of the guys being like, yeah, all you've done this whole time is talk about how wonderful and how great he is.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And like, and then he's like, yeah, I just used this situation to like help teach me like how much of a shitty boyfriend I've been. And I'm like, it took you sleeping with 2 other girls to realize that you don't treat your girlfriend right? Like, okay, dokie, sir. And then I don't know, like I think Shantae, I never really have much other than she's just like she has no emotions. But I really hope that she's a smart girl. But I guess time will tell.
She is like robotic, like it's giving like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Robotic.
Yeah, like you are very, very much brainwashed by him.
Yes.
And like that's what makes me worry, because he even sat there after he did it and he still felt so entitled and like had all of this power, and he was like, yeah, she'll come back to me. And I'm like, where do you find the audacity and confidence?
Yes.
Where do we find this confidence?
Yes.
Because like I would like a cup full. Just
a
cup.
Just a cup.
Just a cup. And then like obviously like Alexa and Lino, I never really have anything for them. Like other than
Lino is so embarrassing. Like
I am so awkward.
I'm so sorry. Like he's like, normally I'm the one being pursued. I'm like, yes, because you are awkward as fuck. Like you are not like sliding into like, no.
He ain't sliding anywhere. Like
no.
The only reason you were noticed is because you dropped a bar on you and tore your shoulder.
Yes.
Like that's the only reason.
Yes.
Like,
and that tracks. Now that we've seen how awkward he is, like it absolutely like he is in love with Alex. And Alex, you can tell, like if she was not being paid on the show, she would have told him to fuck off already.
Like when they're talking at the bar and she's just like, yeah. And it's just like, I'm like, what are you trying to fuck him now too? Like
I don't think so. Like I honestly think she is very turned off by Lino. Like he is not
after the first date they went on.
Yes. Like I think Breon and Grant are more her
type.
Cup of tea.
Yes.
And Lino is not. And yes, he is just like awkward.
Yeah.
Like he's like
I just sit there and I go, you better not lose Alexa, because she's the best you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Like she's the best you're gonna get. Like you can tell that she's grown. Like when she said like, I'm not the same girl I was when we first met, like you can tell that she loves him. And like I was just so happy with their videos to each other.
Yes.
I'm just like, thank you for giving us a little bit of hope. Like
that at least maybe one couple will make it out of here happily.
Yes. And like I do understand where he's like, well, I'm here to like tempt myself. As much as I'm like, that's weird, I do understand. And I think he is like trying to like really work through some stuff, however that may be. But like, I don't know.
You might be here to tempt yourself, but no one's getting tempted by you, Lino. No.
No.
So, hey, like if he doesn't cheat on Alexa, like
the good job, buddy, because that's the best you're gonna get. Like and they're like their bonfires, like they're pretty harmless. It's literally just telling
conversations,
and it's telling the truth about how we're feeling and how we're processing stuff, and like nothing really like happens that bad, right? Like and then when they were like picking girls to keep, and I was like, who the fuck is this Nikki chick?
Oh, I know. I'm like, who?
I was like, there's still these people in there. Like, I was like, oh, okay.
She was the only one that I was like, Who is that?
Yeah, me too. I literally was like, who's this? Like, I have no idea who that is.
All the guys I knew.
Also, too, to like circle back to Ashley, I totally appreciated and loved where she was like, obviously when she got Grant's video and she was like, well, she was like, obviously I was really angry. I'm done with that anger stage. And I'm like, good. Like, obviously you have to go through it. Like, there's going to be sad.
Move on to
She
revenge.
was really upset. Yeah. We like revenge. Like, obviously she was upset. And then she just got mad and now she's just like coming to terms. I think she's going to have a hard time with like Logan and Danny. And it's like, ooh,
Good,
like,
good for her.
yeah,
Get after
you
it, girl.
deserve both.
Yes. You've had to put up with absolutely horrible human beings, so.
Oh, like, oh my God, yeah. Like, all right, on to the next one. Taylor and Tyler. Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's kind of, he's kind of boring because we just know it's gonna be Kay.
What? I'm not. Okay, I will say I feel like Taylor and Tyler are a bad match.
They're just a bad match, 100%.
Yes. I don't think so.
They're incompatible.
They're incompatible. They're at two different stages of their life. He is at a point where he's like, hey, like, I want to see where this modeling thing takes me. And she's at the point where you need a 9-to-5 job or you need steady income or whatever.
Like,
you
I need stability. I'm getting into my 30s. Like,
right. And I think, like, part of me gets upset with her because I'm like, you can't blame him because you want one thing that he doesn't want. And you can't,
yeah.
like, say, like her being like, well, he has bitch tendencies. I'm like, obviously he's opened up to you about whatever he's opened up to you about. And I'm like, and then you're going to throw that back in his face?
Yeah.
So I didn't like her, like, going on about that. And then I was like, yeah, Tyler's got his own problems, but it's like she clearly has problems.
Oh, for sure.
Also, like,
yes,
it's not fair to, like, just let the man go. Just let him go.
Well, and I think too, like, I think it's on both of them too, because at the end of the day, she obviously has her issues, like we saw at the bonfire.
Yeah.
And like I said to you, I was like, I can really understand where she says, like, everybody always leaves. And like, I can understand that. So I can see being at this point in her life where she is, that you don't like, you're like, I gotta start settling down, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, right? Like, and she doesn't necessarily want that person who she spent time on to leave, right? Because then you get scared of, like, is there gonna be somebody else? What comes after this? Like, I don't know.
Well, and I think that's part of it. Like, I think there's some, like, because I think she sees that they're, like, how it's going, right? Like, it's going in a way that's not conducive to them getting together at the end, right? And I think you're right. Like, I think she is thinking in her mind, like, oh shit, I'm 30. I just wasted 3 years of my life with this person, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like she's got, like, when we were talking about Ashley, like, moving out of the anger stage, I feel like Taylor is firmly planted in the anger stage.
Yeah.
I don't see a real sign of Taylor moving out of the anger stage at this point.
I think she's the type that, like, needs an explanation, and she just, like, and she needs hard facts, and she's a logical person to where it's like, well, like, I don't know, I feel like she just has her very specific way of doing things, which is fine. Like, and she's admitted, like, maybe I'm too hard-headed, maybe I'm too regimented and whatever. Okay. But then at this point we need to be adults. But then once again, I think Tyler was the one who wanted to go on the show.
Yeah, I think so.
Right? It's always the guys.
Well, but I think, like, she needs to recognize herself, like,
Yeah.
I can't change him.
Yes.
And if I can't change him and he's not meeting my needs and wants and needs,
yes,
then I need to be the adult and be like, you, sir,
yes,
and I are not compatible.
Yeah.
We're at two different stages. Like, cut your losses and move on. She could have done this a long time ago. Why are you dragging this man trying to... And
you're trying to better him, and it's like he doesn't want it.
At one point, she complained that she was like, he told me that I don't think I'll ever live up to your expectations.
Let him go, girl.
I'm like, he's telling you that.
Yeah.
He's, like, men don't lie.
No.
Like, I mean, about stuff they do, but stuff like that, when they are telling you, I can't do this, take it.
Yes.
Take it and go.
Yeah.
Because they mean it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's not a challenge. It's not a chance for yourself to prove you.
No.
Like, it's not, like, I loved how, like, when Mark came back with Case, he, like, pulled her aside and he was just like, I just want to let you know that this is what's happening, blah, blah, blah. Like, I hope you're feeling better. I just wanted to check in.
Nick and Vanessa,
take notes. Take notes. Like,
never.
I wish there was more host involvement in Love is Blind. Like, be more aware of what's going on, or get a therapist in there or something.
And I'm like, I wonder, like, do they have on Temptation Island? Like, I'm like, I feel like, yes, Mark is offering some advice, but I'm like, I'm wondering, like, do they have
like a panel in the back being like, okay, Mark.
Not maybe, like, in his earpiece going, say this, say that.
Something. Right?
Yeah,
like,
because I'm like, man, he comes out with some, like, really golden advice, like, when he's talking to
and
them.
I'm just like, how do you just come up with that like that? Like,
and when he pulled her aside, I thought that was really nice, and it also gave, like, a little bit of dad vibes.
Yes.
Right? Like,
yeah, like, I'm here. Like,
yes.
you'll be okay.
Yes.
He's very reassuring and calming, which then also makes me surprised that she didn't pick Case for that third date. She picked Mr. Ye.
But I don't know. I thought they had, like, a good connection.
Yeah.
Like,
which I'm like, you've already been on a date with Yemen. So I'm like, why? Like, Case came back. I know you saved him.
And then
she was like,
see you later.
Yeah,
buddy.
I'm just going to go with him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Chocolate Daddy.
Chocolate Daddy.
Also, I kind of feel bad that she got a video. But also his video didn't make sense either to me.
Oh, but look, like, Grant sent a video.
They all
Tyler sent a video. Like, shocker. Like,
it was like he didn't address the boundary that he crossed. Like, he just kind of like
Tyler
pooched around it. Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, I feel like he's one of those people who just, like, jumps from, like, he was married, jumped immediately in with Taylor, and now he's jumping immediately in with Kay. Like, because he made a comment about, like, asking Kay to leave the island. I'm like, pardon me, sir, you need to leave this island alone and work on yourself.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine for the purposes of the show. Like, yeah, go have your fun with Kay. But I'm like,
for lifelong decisions, I don't think she's going to be it.
No.
Like, I don't really know if they have that much more in common, because I feel like we haven't seen them really, like,
I feel like
talk about commonalities.
I feel like they're a better match.
Yeah, they're definitely a step above him and Taylor.
Yes. And I feel like Taylor and Mr. Ye are also a better match. So I'm like, Taylor, take note. Like, he's still younger than her, but only by a year, but his maturity level is
huge.
Off the charts. Emotional and just in general. He seems like he's in his mid-30s.
Yes, yeah. Like, he definitely has, like, his shit together.
Oh, absolutely.
More along her lines, like, I don't remember what he does, but he seems like he has, like, a decent job. Like
he has his shit together.
Yeah.
Like, he's an adult.
Life figured out.
He's an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like Kay, I don't know, they don't dive into exactly what she does, but I feel like she's, like, an influencer, or, like, she has a type of job where it's not like a 9 to 5. It's
which
like
then they're better that way, because then they can bond together.
Yes.
You can
he understands, like, what she's doing. She understands what she's doing.
Then, like, if you gotta travel here or travel there, then it's fine. Then perfect. Like, then you found somebody who's, like, compatible with you.
But you should still take some time for yourself.
I don't know. He was quite arrogant and cocky walking back after getting no video. I'm just like, oh, okay. He's just like, oh, I guess no answer is an answer then. I'm like, okay, go see your girlfriend. They always take everything such as, like, a personal attack. Like, you're getting shot and you're like,
but all the guys do. Like, at their bonfires, it's like they're seeing the stuff that the women are seeing is
I know.
absolutely traumatizing.
Oh, for sure.
What they're seeing is like, oh, Ashley
He
kissed.
called me a horrible man.
I know, and it's like, and they're having full-on meltdowns about it. So I'm like,
yeah, like he's having a full-on meltdown about the fact that like Ashley went into the
tent
to kiss Danny. Meanwhile, you've already like probably fucked this girl 3 or 4 times.
Oh, at least he was crashing out when the light even went off, and they were like, well, who do you think in the kitchen? They were like, well, who do you think it is?
Ashley or Taylor?
Yeah. And then he's, oh my God. And like,
but I think it was like Tyler who was like, it wouldn't be Taylor. Like, I think it was like Tyler. He made a comment.
Tyler was the one who said, it was either Tay or Ashley. And he was like, oh my God, I gotta go. Like, he's like, you asked.
And then did you catch when they all came back from the bonfire? Or yeah, because it was before they filmed and they came back. And then Grant was like, I'm gonna send her a message for the video and say like I'm gonna end it, blah blah blah. And then he was like, did you hear me, Brian? Did you hear me? I'm gonna end it. And then I'm like, but
oh yeah, I know.
Like, what are you looking for, affirmations?
Yes.
Like, affirm me, please. I'm
yes.
good. Like, but then I'm sitting there. I'm like, Natalie, you're so fucking stupid. You're sitting here believing every single thing this guy is saying. You sat in your confessional and you were like, I don't put up with that. Like, I need somebody who's sure about himself.
Because he was because he was trying to make her jealous, taking body shots off that new girl.
To be fair, I'd be the same thing. I'm like, go ahead, have fun. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not gonna be fighting for your attention.
Well, yeah, and I'm like, is this?
But then it was another situation of like when Ashley's leaving him and then he starts behaving properly. Like, it's like, that's clearly your MO, bro. Like, that's how
because she called him out on it, and he's like, oh no, like I'm not trying to do that, blah blah blah.
I'm gonna have fun, like, and she was like, I don't play like that. And then he was like, I'm so sorry. Let's go into the tent.
Yeah, but then she was like, okay. Like, stand on business. Like, if you're gonna make a big scene about it and say, I don't tolerate that,
yeah,
stand on business.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only other thing, okay, remember Eric, the guy from the grown-ups?
Yeah.
Okay, so I paid more attention to him when they were booting him out. Does his head, okay, do you remember, like, there was a guy who, like, paid for plastic surgery to, like, surgically implant what looked like muscles in his body?
Yes.
Does he not look like
He looks very weird to me. He looks weird.
It's
so
like
tiny compared to his.
It's like they took a head from somewhere.
He looks like a Ken Barbie doll.
Yes, his muscles don't even look real.
I know.
Like, they just look like his whole body just looks like balloons.
I know.
Like balloons under skin.
I'm like, who sculpted you? Because you're just like, you look too perfect. Like, everything's too perfect and formed.
Perfect. Like, it's weird. That's why I'm like.
I also feel like he has like no lower body and he's just all upper body, like Johnny Bravo.
Yes, it was so strange. I'm like, is he that guy that got the plastic surgery to look like a muscular?
I mean, he has massive like veneers too. I was like, that's a lot of smiles. Those group dates were so stupid too. The girl group dates, like, let's go play pickleball.
Oh yes. Oh, I thought you meant the painting when the guys came.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah. They're like,
they were like, okay, guys, we're gonna get you away from the house and just have some girl time. Bring in 2 new guys.
But what did I tell you when you were like, oh, well, recruit it? And I'm like, and trust me, this is all I still see him.
I know. What was his name?
Started with a B as well, didn't it?
A B or a D? I can't remember.
Oh, D.
It was weird because it sounds like one name, but it's not.
Not. Yeah. But anyways, you were like, oh, so-and-so. I was like, oh, favorite will last.
New character unlocked.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. And to be fair too, I feel like it's when the guys come in to the girls, it's a lot harder for those 2 guys to stay because the girls have already made connections, like whether they're friendly, romantic, like whatever. They've already made their connections in the house, and it's very hard as the new guy to come in unless you have a girl like Ashley who's kind of single and is like, ooh, I really like you. Whereas with the guys, they're like, ooh, new toys, like, let's have fun, like fresh meat.
I feel like the girls' villa is more of like a community. Like it's more tight
Yes.
knit. Like they're all like
their guys are
friends.
waiting for like the girls and be like, "How are you?"
Yes, and they're all like, "Are you okay?"
Yes,
And
it's
like
more
let's
supportive.
debrief.
Where the girls are like, "Shot time, let's do shot."
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, okay, like we get it. We want to be Playboy bunnies.
Yes, yes. This is the Playboy Mansion.
Listen. They know Hugh Hefner.
This is Timu
I don't even
Playboy
know if
Mansion.
it's Temu. I feel like it's like Five and
Wish.com.
Wish Playboy.
Wish.com Playboy Mansion.
100%. Yeah. So next week we are
8, 9, 10.
8, 9, 10. We're finishing it off.
Yeah.
Apparently there's no reunion, which is very sad, but that's fine. Yeah. So I think we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a great week, and we'll see you guys next time.
A lick of sugar and spice.